Hi there, it's Pete the Hipster King from the Hairy Game Lords, and this evening we have been playing this Circuitry from Blood Moon Games. What did we think? Stay tuned to find out. So, this is Circuitry and it's coming soon. This is just a prototype copy, so obviously anything we show you is subject potentially to change. It's a really, really nice puzzly game, this. Basically, you are building an ever-changing circuit board and you have to get your coloured meeple to your node, get some charge, and then get that charge back to the super node, following a kind of crazy maze that can be flipped, changed, twisted, slid around, and get that charge back before anybody else does. This is what it felt like. I don't know, it was a moving maze game. You'd got the opportunity to block and sort of prevent other people from getting there, and it also reminded me a little bit of those old sliding puzzles that you used to have with a picture on and you moved the cubes around. It had a bit of that kind of trying to logic your way around the puzzle. Obviously, you at the same time wondering what everybody else might do. So I really, really like these kind of puzzly games. Thought this was absolutely brilliant, and there are some really nice mechanics in there that you can kind of combo your moves together or combo block your opponents by sort of shifting things around, which I really, really liked. I'm sure some of the others will talk a little bit more about that. And I won, which is always good.
Hi, Dave the Grey. Hi. Just allow me to wipe my bitter, salty tears away for a second. Because right at the start, I was doing really well. These are your cards, so yeah, they all have to connect up properly, and you can move them around. And you have to get to your node, pick up your charge, attempt to get back to the centre, at which point Pete just nicks your charge and trots off to win while moving you around. There is some take that in this as well, because you can steal off other people and you can move stuff around so they can't get back to the middle while you're trotting off with all of their nice loot and electrical charge. Yeah. Next time though, I will get him. It's quite thinky, and sometimes you have to think 3 or 4 moves ahead, because at one point there was no easy way for me to get back to the node while I had the charge, at which point you have to go over there, round there, up there, switch something around, flip it, and is in the way again, at which point there's a card that lets you force people to move, which is always good. So there's always 3 or 4 things sort of on the go, which normally I really like, apart from tonight when I lost, so I hate it. But seriously, if you like sort of a puzzly game with a little bit of sort of take that, working things out, check this out. It's actually really, really good. Nice and quick as well, so there's time for a second try just to get revenge on people. But top game, give it a whirl.
Bearded Lady here. Yes, so this also reminded me of those little games where you've got to move the blocks around for the picture, and you know what? Really don't like those games. But and I don't like them because they're just too advanced.
Difficult.
Yeah, they are. They're too difficult for my creative mind that sometimes just doesn't work that way. So tonight it felt a little bit overwhelming at first for me. On your go, you pick up 2 cards. Now they could be some face down cards, and they will be like colours, like these colourful nodes that if you want to move around the board, you just need to play down a card to move onto an additional node. What's great about this is that you can move as much as you like on your go, as long as you have the cards to pay for that. When picking up, say I was orange, when landing on here, you need to charge up with this bad boy here, but you need an orange one to charge up, or a black one. Blacks are wild. So you can be building up a hand of all of these different cards good times. There are some other cards as well that you could pick up on Here's a few of them here. There's a flip card. There's a force card. I was forced by Dave to do stuff I didn't want to do.
That's a different story.
So yes, there's rotate, there's portal cards that you can use, there's slide stuff. So they're really cool as well. And what happened was, over the course of this game is, all of a sudden, from feeling a little bit annoyed and like, I don't know how to do this, I worked it out. And I was like, oh, hold on a minute. Another thing to note is that the cards are double-sided, so you can flip over those cards as well. And when you... it wraps around, the board wraps around, so you can go off the edge, you come on down the bottom. I soon worked out my strategy, and then it's just down to hoping that nobody else wrecks that strategy by moving cards, etc, etc. Yeah, that happened. And Pete sneaked the win. I was ready and raring, but didn't have the right cards. But I enjoyed the game, so that is it's a good thing. Started off not enjoying it, then got into it, really enjoyed it. So yeah, good little game, nice little prototype we have here, but one certainly to check out for. It's nice and colourful as well, and yeah, I would say there's a lot of replayability in this, but just simply because all the cards are flippable, there's loads of different kind of like stuff that you can do. Nice, and doesn't outstay its welcome. Good times.